Hey, what's happening, y'all? Welcome to another episode, another edition of Messages in the Madness with yours truly, Vernon Longhorn Davis. That would be me. I thank y'all for stopping by, checking in. Come hanging out with me for a minute. It's Sunday, and y'all know what I'm doing. I'm sitting here in in the in Fort Longhorn in the basement doing what I do. So, hope you guys had a great week, a wonderful week. I hope you're looking forward to an awesome week. As y'all know me, my weeks are always just shy of awesome, so I'm always happy about that. And said, thank God for closed caption. Hey, Miss Nanette. What's up, Brother James? Good to see you. Closed captioning, okay. So we can keep the baby. Or can you guys hear me okay? Can I get a like, a love, a thumbs up? Let me know that I'm coming across loud and clear. Or as the truckers say, I'm wall to wall and treetop tall. So again, hope everybody's doing great. Hope everybody's doing well. Because I am. I'm doing pretty good. I really can't complain. Football season is over, so there's a lot of men and women trying to find something to do on a Sunday night. So why not join? Come hang out with us for a little while. I'm trying to let's see. Had to move my camera this week, so I got to make some adjustments and everything. All right, so oh man, what did Longhorn do this week? Let me see. I traveled for work. Let me see. Where was I at this week? Oh, I went to Chicago this week and Oklahoma City. That's always fun. Don't be jealous. I know. Yeah, I went to Oklahoma City. I know I put it up on my Facebook page that today was my son and granddaughter's birthday. It's actually tomorrow. I got a little excited and, so charge it to my head, not my heart. Okay. So, but happy birthday to my son and my granddaughter. Big Miss Izzy will be the big five. Yeah, big five. So I'm not gonna tell you how old my son is because then that would make me that old. So anyway, these kids is getting old. I'm not getting old. I'm a classic. I'm becoming a classic, baby. Yes, I am. Yeah. But uh put a lot of thought into this week's message. I went back and forth thinking about what I was going to talk about this week because this week kind of weighs heavy. Not just because Valentine's Day was Monday. I hope everybody had a good Valentine's Day, and if you're into that kind of thing, me personally, I think Valentine's Day is a setup, but that's a whole nother show. Yeah, I said it. Valentine's Day is a setup. Yeah, it is. But I hope you had a good Valentine's if that's the kind of thing that you're into. I hope everything went well with that. But I always go into, and I'm gonna tell you what the message is coming from. I always go into a kind of a secret funk around this time because my mother passed away on February the 11th, about 12 years ago, and 13 years ago. I'm sorry. And so I kind of get into this little funk every year around this time, and I got to thinking and going back and forth. I don't talk a lot about it. I just kind of deal with it. I just roll through it. And ironically, on the 11th, I was doing a show, did a show with Carolyn out in Crestwood, Missouri. And I got to say, it was a pretty strong show. And I think maybe I was channeling my mama. Maybe I was performing to make sure that she was proud of me, but it doesn't bother me. I'm okay. So you don't have to inbox me. I'm okay. But man, I miss my mama. I miss my mama a lot. And sometimes it brings me down when I miss her. And I miss a number of people that have gone on before me that I love dearly. So I got to thinking about that. Hey, y'all, I see y'all popping in. Make sure you hit like or love. Let me know that you stopped by. Hey, Annette, glad to see you can stop in this evening. And we all get to missing people. And sometimes it brings us down. And people go, oh, man, what's wrong? You look depressed or you look, like something's bothering you. You look like something's wrong. And it's a form of mental health. I get a little depressed about it. And so I had talked to Nanette a while ago about doing this show called, what I called it tonight. It's okay not to be okay. Because at the moment, I'm okay. But it's okay not to be okay. And that's the message for tonight. And, because I know there's been a lot of talk about mental health and mental health is really crucial to your overall well-being. It really is. It's the psychological, emotional, and social, it's your social well-being. And it affects how we think, how we feel, how we behave, you know. However, there are times in our lives when may experience mental health challenges that can make it difficult for us to function normally. I go through that and I can admit to it. And I think that, and I'm going to tell you more about why I'm emphasizing I can admit to it, because I'm not the only one. And that's the reason why I picked this subject tonight, because I know I'm not the only one. Hey, Miss Charlotte, good to see you. Thank you for popping in. Yeah. When we talk about not being okay mentally, we are referring to a wide range of, mental health issues that can affect our ability to live a normal life. These issues can include anxiety, depression, stress, trauma, and other things that's related to that. You know, one of the most significant issues that people face when they are not okay mentally is the feeling of being alone. And I know I'm not the only one that's ever been in a room full of people and felt like you were by yourself. Hey, baby sis, my baby sis Huggy B is in the house. But you can be in a group of people and still feel alone. You can be at a football game, a Dallas Cowboys football game, and feel like you're by yourself. And I go through that. I know I'm not the only one. Mental health problems can often make us feel just like nobody understands what we're going through. Like this is me. I own this. I own all of this. But you can't own all of it because it doesn't all belong to you, because you're not the only one that is happening to. Yeah. And sometimes it is hard. It's hard to get other people to try to get the right words to get people to understand where you're coming from. So what do? We don't say nothing. We don't ask our brother, our sister, our mother. And that's who I used to talk to a lot, was my mama, about what was going on with me, because apples don't fall far from the tree unless, that tree is planted on a hill. But that's who I used to go to. That was my shrink. So, but we don't. We won't reach out. We don't want to talk to anybody. We don't want to get the help that we need. And it makes it challenging to seek help, which is essential for overcoming any kind of mental health challenge. Yeah. But one thing I want you to know, whoever you are that hears this, and I know, no, I'm not a guru. I don't have a doctor behind my name or a bunch of letters. Somebody once put SOB behind it, but that's a whole nother story. But I can say this, and I hope that you hear this. One of the key things I want you to remember and take away from this tonight is it's okay not to be okay. I think there's a book out there called I'm All Right. Are You? I'm okay. Are you okay? Something like that. Mental health challenges are common, and many people experience them at some point in their lives, whether you're young, you're old. Hell, I mean, I hear babies get depressed. I'm like, what does a baby have to get depressed about? Yeah, yeah. Her milk tastes like tequila. I like rum. I mean, I don't know, but I hear babies get depressed, have anxieties. I've seen dogs have anxiety attacks. I'm like, are you kidding me? Not that I'm comparing babies to dogs, but they're common. Mental health challenges are common. But it is important to seek help if you are struggling with mental health issues. The thing that you have to be brave enough to do is admit that you are having an issue. That's the hard part. That's the hard part, is admitting it. Hey, I got a problem. Did you hear me? Yeah. I've had to admit it, and admitting it to yourself is hard, but admitting it to somebody else is even harder. Yeah. But it's important to seek help if you're struggling with a mental health issue. There's all kinds of treatments available out there. There's therapy, there's medication, self care strategies that can help you overcome those challenges and improve your health. Hell, smoke a joint. I'm not. Yeah, well, I guess no. I'm not. No, I'm not advocating the use of illegal drugs if they're illegal in your state. That's what I'm saying. I cleaned that up pretty good, didn't I? Maybe you do need to have a drink or smoke a joint. I don't know, but you gotta handle it. You gotta get in front of it. You gotta get in front of it and not let it run you over. So if you're not sure where to start, there's all kinds of resources out there that can help you find the right treatment. You can talk to your healthcare provider, your doctor, your clinic that you go to, whatever it is. They can refer you to a mental health professional. You can also reach out to mental health hotlines or support groups, which can provide you with a listening ear and guidance on your next steps. You can talk to your pastor or your priest, whatever your guru. You can talk to somebody, but you gotta do that. You gotta open your mouth because can't nobody read your mind. And my mama used to say, "You don't get what you don't ask for." One of the biggest challenges that people face when dealing with mental issues is the stigma surrounding mental health. Nobody wants to admit they got a problem. Nobody wants to admit they got an issue because they're afraid people gonna point their finger. Oh, he crazy. Y'all know I'm crazy. I'm just not getting the check for it. I make just whatever. But yeah, there is a stigma around mental health, especially for men, black men, veterans. Don't get me going down that road. I published an article today on LinkedIn about veteran suicide prevention and how to help a veteran. So if you'd like to read it, it's on my LinkedIn or ask me about it, I'll send it to you. Maybe I'll post it on Facebook. But yeah, there's a stigma around mental health and admitting that you have an issue or that you need some help. Unfortunately, many people still believe that mental health problems are a sign of weakness or that there's something to be ashamed of. I was one of those people. Yes. You know what I would, okay, I'm going to tell you something. I would just say to myself, you're a loser because you can't beat this. You can't get past this. I'm still struggling with some issues right now that I'm having issues getting past. It doesn't affect my day to day. It doesn't affect my taking care of responsibilities. It doesn't affect my job. But we all have little things in our lives that we struggle with. And we can never defeat those things that we struggle with if we don't admit that we are struggling because we think that it's a sign of weakness or something to be ashamed of. This can make it difficult for people to seek help. It can perpetuate the cycle of isolation and loneliness. Not getting the help you need from a family, friend, whatever, can keep you where you're at. And if it's lonely there, if you just stay there, you're just going to continue to be isolated and lonely. And when I was able to admit to it, I didn't get punched in the face. I got open arms. So It's been a long time. But like I say, I still have things that I struggle with. I struggle with missing my mother. Yes, I do. My mama and I, we didn't have, we had a, my mama had me very young. My mama had me when she was 14 years old. So she was a baby raising a baby. But she did the best that she could. And she had her own challenges. And our relationship was weird. It was strained at times, but I love that woman. But she was the person I could talk to about anything and everything. My mama, as they say, she know where all the dead bodies are. She knows about the bones. She knows where the bones are buried. Because there were some things that I told her that I could not tell anyone else. Yeah. But it kept me from being lonely and isolated. Find somebody to talk to. It is important to remember that mental health challenges are not a sign of weakness. They are a common part of the human experience. And seeking help is a sign of strength. It is strength. It is courage. You're gonna tell all my business, baby sis, me running into the 7-Eleven when I was 16. Yes, that did happen. And I wasn't 16, I was 15. But that's a whole nother. You would bring that up. But it is part of being human. And seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. If you're struggling with mental health issues, it's important to remember that you are not alone. You're not by yourself, and that there is no shame in seeking help. If anybody tries to shame you for seeking help, it's something wrong with them. Because they say, misery loves company, and people love to see you down. Not all, some love to see you down. And instead of trying to help you get some, if somebody's willing to is not willing to help you get help, and they supposed to love you, you need to get the hell away from them because they don't love you. Another aspect of overcoming mental health challenges is self-care. You got to take care of you. You got to take care of yourself. Taking care of your physical, emotional, and social. You got to take care of that. You got to take care of yourself physically, emotionally, and socially. It can help you feel better and improve your mental health. This can include things like, exercising, getting enough sleep, eating a healthy diet, spending time with loved ones, getting out and take a walk. It's important to make time for activities that you enjoy, the things that you want to do, things that you love to do. It's important to make time for those. Read a book, watch TV, listen to music, get out and take a walk. Find a way to relax and reduce stress is essential for improving your mental health and your well-being. You got to get that down. So, not being okay mentally is common. It's a common experience that many people go through. It's essential to seek help if you're struggling with mental health challenges. And there are many resources available. Like I said before, get some help. Talk to your pastor, talk to your preacher, talk to somebody. Remember that mental health problems are not a sign of weakness and that seeking help is strength. Taking care of your physical, your emotional, and your social self is critical for improving your mental health and your well-being. Now, I told you what I just told you. the message, but there are people around that we may want to ask if they're okay. So I'm gonna give you a few ways to ask them if they're okay without pushing them over the edge. And hey, thanks for stopping by tonight, y'all. Hit like or love. Let me know that you stopped in. If you like the message tonight, share the message. I hope you've got some value from it. But I'm gonna give you 10 ways to ask someone if they're mentally okay without pushing the button. So you can ask them, "How are you feeling today?" It's just a simple question. They can call. It starts a conversation about how someone is doing. You can ask them, "Is everything okay? You seem a little off today." This can show that you are concerned and can exchange. Yeah, you can encourage them to open up, get them to talk to you a little bit. I noticed you've been a little quiet lately. Is there anything on your mind that you'd like to talk about? This shows that you have been paying attention to that person and can create a safe place for them to talk. You seem stressed out lately. Is everything going okay? This could show that you have noticed a change in someone's behavior and can help them feel comfortable talking about their stressors. I'm here to listen if you ever need to talk. This lets someone know that you are available to listen and that you care about their well-being. You opened the door for them. You gave them a hug and said you opened up your arms and said, "Come on in. I got you. If you want to talk, I got you. I'm here for you." Yeah. I noticed that you haven't been yourself lately. Is there anything going on that you want to talk about? Just open. This encourages someone to open up about what's going on in their life. I'm concerned about you. Is there anything you want to talk about? This can show that you care about the person and want to support them. I've been worried about you. Is there anything I can do to help? This shows that you are willing to help in any way you can and can help someone feel less alone. You seem to be going through a tough time. Would you like to talk about it? This could show that you're empathetic and can create a space for someone to open up about their struggles. And the last one, I'm always here for you. If you ever need to talk, I'm here to listen. And sometimes that's all people need is an ear. They just need somebody to just listen to them. And don't listen with your ears, listen with your heart. Listen with some empathy, with some sympathy, with some care. Don't just be listening just for something to talk about later. Girl, you know what that fool told me? So, but if you do this, this can show that you are a supportive person and can make someone feel more comfortable sharing their thoughts and feelings with you. James, man, we can always talk. You know my phone number, bro. I've always answered when you call. So that's my message for tonight, y'all. Let me go through. I know I was talking and I missed some comments, so let me go through and say hey to some people. Let's see. Hey, Brad, thanks for stopping in, bro. Appreciate you. He said, "Preach, brother." Um, my sister said, "As an introvert, I prefer to be alone, often alone, but never lonely." I get that. I can dig that. And see, I'm the opposite. I'm an extrovert. I enjoy being out. As I get older, I find that I'm out, but I'm still distanced from people to a degree. But yeah, I get that, sis. Annette says recognition is the first step of recovery. Absolutely right. James says survivor's guilt, survival guilt. I understand, bro. So, brother Lakeem say, as a man think of in his heart, so is he. Any issues we have are matter of the heart that manifests in the mind. That's why love is so important and God is love. Amen. But I'm gonna tell you something, my brother. Sometimes we feel like God does not hear us. Sometimes we feel like God doesn't see us. Sometimes when we are laying face down with our face in the mud and we're just breathing out of one nostril, we don't think about our higher power. We just think about where we're at right now and how do I get out of this right now. Yes, God is love, God is power, God is everything. But sometimes when you way down on the way down list, it's hard to look up, bro. It's hard to look up and say, I need some help. Because you're using all your energy just to breathe and keep your heart going and trying to move. Yeah, you're right, sis. She is with us all the time. Yes, I did drive my mama's Ford LTD through the front door of a 7-Eleven when I was 15 years old. Yes, I did. That's a whole nother story. Um, my sister said, I'm just here for fire support. Oh, for support. Okay. He says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Our issues in our lives are matters of. Okay. Okay. Yes, that's true. So Annette, you're right. The Army did help square me away. It's helped square me away in a number of ways, but at the same time, the Army messed me up in a number of ways too, but that's a whole nother story. And I'm gonna show you what the Army did for me. Not just this right here. Yes, I still do this. The knife hand. The Army taught me to be disciplined, to appear disciplined. Back straight, back straight, shoulders back, head up, calm, cool, and collected under fire. The Army taught me to be a duck. You see all this cool and smooth exterior, and but that's all you see. But under the water, my feet are like this here, 100 miles an hour, like this here. That's what the Army taught me. Stay cool under fire. Hey, Seuss. There are times when someone can fake it really well and fool everyone. Yes, sir. I've done it. Yes, I have done it. There have been times, man, I felt like just a crushed can inside. But at the same time, I'm on stage slinging these jokes. Didn't have $2 in my pocket and wasn't sure if I was getting paid after this show. Wasn't sure how I was going to get home. Well, if you've read my book, do you know I failed at one thing that I'm glad I failed at. So I'm good at faking it. I've had to do it. I'm glad I don't have to do it anymore. But James, I saw you, bro. I'm always here. You know my phone number. You got my phone number. Like he says, I agree. That's why, as you just said, we got to love someone enough to ask them if they are all right. Love is the optimum word there. Yeah, love. And that says she was a wild child. I find that hard to believe. Recognition is if I'm okay, you're okay. Check on a friend. Taught me. Okay. The Marines taught me to just suck it up and keep it going. That's why it's hard for some to talk. They teach the same thing in the Army, Jesus. Suck it up. You'll be all right, soldier. Keep it moving. It's like eating chow. Swallow it now. We'll chew it later. So he brought joy, honesty, and humor. Thank you, Annette. So, guys, that's my message for tonight. I hope you got something out of it. I thank you for joining me. I thank you for listening. And yeah, whether it's you or somebody you love, help somebody to be better. And if you like this message tonight, man, please share it. Hit like a love. Let me know that you stopped by. My baby sister, I may be your baby sister, but you can always ring my phone. A phone call, vent, get advice. I know, baby sis, and I appreciate you. I love you for that. I do. Um, Thank you, sir. Yeah, you have a great week too, Annette. But yeah, guys, like I say, love somebody enough to ask me, are you okay? And let them know it's okay not to be okay. It's all right. Mama, I love you. I miss you. I know you're with me. I know you're all around me because I can feel you. Like I said last week, I probably had one of the best shows I had in a long time. And I think I was channeling her because she was one of the funniest people I knew in this life. So I was to get out of here. I was supposed to be going to a show, so I'm going to try to catch at least the last hour of it. So, all right, guys, I love you. God loves you. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Respect yourself. Take care of them kids. Respect our vets. I'm Vernon Longhorn Davis. This has been another episode of Messages in the Madness. God bless y'all. $2.